Alright, fine. I became the boomer that finally says Merry Christmas. My name is Eric Emmanuel. And I think, combined with that first statement, I have to adjust how I spell Eric Emmanuel, especially if I get in the ring. It's kind of like Elias going and doing his thing. But I have to add in the M to Emmanuel. Eric E. Manuel, and then put in the double M, because you got to pay homage. It has been a crazy journey on YouTube. This is my second Christmas without my father. This is like my 14th YouTube Christmas. I've been on YouTube 14 plus years. My life has changed immensely. When we became quote unquote YouTube famous, me and a former ex-best friend used to talk a lot about YouTubers getting real jobs. And I used to pay attention so much to data and analytics to where I always said, well, algorithms, Twitter, everything is kind of just documenting what you're good at, right? What you pay attention to, serving it up in ads, but it also is a great way to kind of pique your interest into hobbies. So for me, I was always drawn to Amazon. So now that I basically have left YouTube full time and I'm a full time Amazon driver, if you didn't know that, I've been employee of the month the last 2 months. I hold up 3 because right now Santa's picture's up there for December and I'm trying to get December too. I'm good at my job. Just like I was good at YouTube. When I started YouTube, it was always as cheap as it sounds. Because you remember those days. Machinima. If you don't, Machinima was the big channel. Machinima Respawn, you couldn't get on. You have to have these holiday memories, right? Good on memory lane. You have to be your own Scrooge. Your own Grinch. Remembering the fact that the only reason your channel ever took off was because friends in your life later became good friends and looked out for you, watched out for you, gave you opportunities. People like Marcus Stevenson. When WWE 12 came out and you had a way to play it and upload it, and you asked if there's an embargo, and he's like, technically no. We prefer you didn't upload, but there's technically not an embargo. And then your channel blows up to 15,000 subs out of nowhere. And now you're being reminded by those posts on Facebook 14 years later. It's been a crazy journey. And the one thing is true. Just like I treated YouTube, working 10-hour, 12-hour, 14-hour days. Putting in more time than other people. I used to think I didn't work hard. It was the complete opposite. Even if the work was easy compared to what I do now, physically moving out of a van, sometimes 190, 200 stops a day. So you're moving in and out of a van 400 plus times, 25,000 steps a day. Working peak season, where I was working 6 days a week, 3 weeks straight. You add that up, that was 18 out of 20 days straight I worked. My issue in my life story turned out to be I simply had sciatica and herniated disc probably my entire life, going back to when I was a catcher in softball. I corrected my posture most of my life. Overcorrected. I threw out my right arm pitching in baseball because I never stretched. But I was national level. It's Wisconsin, Iowa, North Dakota, South Dakota, Minnesota softball league, but like playing national tournaments, coming in second, not stretching, not doing anything to the best of my abilities. So now to be in your 30s and you're finally like tuned in and locked in, it feels good. So I've been trying to figure out for a long time what I want to do. Is it YouTube? Is it content? Is it hanging out with friends? And so far it's been getting a job, busting my ass, proving to myself, damn, I'm a pretty good employee. Employee of the month twice. It's finally being asked to train and help out other people and watching somebody succeed to where I'm like, this person actually has it and can make it. That's what my career the last 10, 15 years has been. So to anybody that has watched my videos in the last 15 years, even if you've made it to this point, and you're like, this dude fell off, this dude did this. No, I was not meant to continue faking it for views. of we got to play Fortnite today because we need views. When if you had just streamed WWE and covered it, 500, 1,000, 1,500 people would have had an escape for the day. But you chased fame and you chose to stream Fortnite. But in doing that, we gotta have a great group of friends. And that's some of the stuff I miss. So this self-exile in the cave should probably end. And I should probably come out of the cave and reach out to some friends. Collab with some people. Get a haircut. I mean, things I'm saying a lot. Merry Christmas, everybody. Embrace who you are. Don't be afraid of it. But also, everything I've talked about in this video, I've listened to audiobooks, tapes, therapy. I'm just on the opposite. Tom Brady's book about, okay, if you had sciatic and a herniated disc your entire life and you overcompensated, well, you got to reteach those muscles from the base level. Because if you go to walk and you come up to something and like you tense up, that's a reaction you've had your entire life. My entire life I used to fall. I had horrible balance. My ADHD and the rhythm probably ran wild. And I fell in love with yoga. The thing guys in bars my entire life, going to work with my dad, would call stupid and gay and dumb. And now yoga pretty much saved my life to where my medical results are great. My heart beats at that elite level in the Fitbit. I'm so thankful for my journey. I'm not ashamed of the fact that I came into YouTube in the fat era. Got known for being this big dude. Got to experience things I shouldn't have got to experience. And last night when my buddy needed somebody to hang out with and I got to go just watch wrestling, hang out, talk, be there for friends, and tell those stories and get to relive them. It's like, what? You got to go to WrestleMania? What? Yeah. And that's all because of you guys. Now, I didn't get to share any of that with my dad, and I had to deal with the regret of that. But I got to share it all with you. And those memories will never go away. Playing online with people, the friends I've met, the stories. Getting to see Mick Foley break kayfabe when I worked the Wrestle Crate booth and he pulled out 3 bags of Hanes socks. Hanes socks to sign, and it's like you're seeing the fourth wall. Like, I mean, I know you do it, Mick, but like, you're gonna dirty these socks up or are you just gonna sign them clean? He's like, sorry boys, didn't mean to break the wall. I've got to experience so many cool things. And I don't think I truly appreciated them because at the time I was so focused on work and I was trying not to act like a fanboy at every event. I'm trying to act cool as I'm in the WrestleMania lobby with Jim Ross and we're talking, and I'm trying not to like be like, dude, you're the voice of my childhood. And I'm like, so I have to be like, as the fat guy, like, dude, I bought your sauce in WWE Shop. It tastes so good. I'm ready to embrace who I am. Enjoy wrestling for what it is. Because let's be honest, I got most of the storylines right. Payoffs happen. Wasn't crazy after all. Emmanuel out.